A dark path consumed by thick, midnight-green foliage is the heart of madness this clear-skied night. The scarred moon paints a revealing picture of what little it can light, the conglomerated layers of leaves and brush obscuring a majority of the land below. What they hide are the vile truths of human nature being played out, forces of destruction igniting brief, flashing infernos under an air of frantic insanity. 3 figures move with what swiftness they can, one of them wounded in the leg. Their hurried breaths, anxiety-filled cries, and pounding footsteps are lost amidst the obscene horrors of the night. The murky realm seems to be enveloped in a violent squall, the sights and sounds of artificial lightning and thunder coming from every direction. The young military fatigues-clad woman, who is helping an injured man along the plant-cluttered path, sees the short-lived brilliance of a bullet bolt exploding behind her. At its bursting point, several trees splinter and crack. They creak, and then fall with wailing crashes. Her party keeps moving, though, unfazed. They know there is no time to look back, and even less time to escape. Earth wasn't like this 3 years ago. How much things have changed. I was a part of what was called the Generation of Hope, living in the times of peace. I took peace for granted. After all, I knew nothing else. How rare those times were, it seems. How fast history can change at the drop of a coin. And now, once again, these lands are consumed with fire as history resumes its natural, ugly course. May heaven have mercy on us. This destruction all about, when something far greater and evil might be moments away from slaying every last one of us. The indiscriminate irony of these bloody battlefields and how ridiculous they are becomes more painfully clear each day I wake up and traverse them. It's an idiot's game, but if I don't play it, more will likely die. I owe this penance to the people of Moori. The young woman's musings are broken when she suddenly realizes that her surroundings are unfamiliar and faces the sad, dire reality that she has lost. However, this is of little consequence to her as the rumblings of man-made thunder become louder, and her small group's position is engulfed in a bright circle of light. "A mecha lamp," the injured member of her party winces out, the blood covering his left leg and staining his green camel pants a repulsive ink color fully visible now under the harsh spotlight.
"Wenzel, go! I've got you covered,"
shouts the fellow commando in her presence, leveling his bazooka's sights on the center of the artificial light source. She sees the bazooka's muzzle glowing, collecting energy for its shot, and continues her blind dash for safety, moving the patient soldier along as best she can despite the fact that she feels her own endurance waning. She hears the grinding turbine of a giant energy machine gun releasing a spray of power upon the area she stood a moment before, and then, amidst its roar, a trace of a blood-curdling scream. It wasn't supposed to be like this. We were on a roll. How could things go this far south? The young soldier asks herself, stumbling onward in the darkness. The diverse shrieks of startled creatures racing in the trees only add to the growing atmosphere of desperation. "I can't have you hobbling around on that bad leg," she abruptly tells the wounded man. "We've got to patch that up some." "Juli," he starts to say, but she silences him with a shh, while she leads him behind the hefty trunk of a large tree. "Don't you worry, we'll get out of here," she says as she sets him down gently against the wooden sentinel, taking off her backpack and getting on her haunches to administer to him. "This'll dumb that pain down for you," narrates the young woman, bringing forth her calm self and giving him a shot from a small needle. "What about the others? What about them?" her patient asks, grimacing from the medical instrument's bite. "I'm sorry. I don't know. But right now, you're my top priority. We knew the risks of this operation and others like it in the past, but our team's never failed, so show some faith. Remember what I promised? Remember?" The medic presses, keeping him talking to take his mind off the pain, while she rips a section of cloth around the source of the wound and begins to apply an antiseptic white wrap there. You promised that I'm going home," he replies, recalling the words she spoke just after their brief introduction at a makeshift prison camp a few miles back. "That's right. It'll be straight home to Brussels for you and your European Union buddies before sunrise, where I bet there'll be a hero's welcome waiting. You can count on the KPA to settle things here. We're going to stop this fighting. You and all your friends won't have to suffer like this ever again," the woman addressed as Juli declares with a hopeful expression, aware that she is quite unsure of those words herself. But she is also aware that without optimism, their chances for survival are next to nil. After almost 2 months in service as a field medic here, I have to believe that. I've seen Kinheir make unbelievable progress, and with the world in the uncertain state it's in, We all need some sort of sure thing to believe in. Sometimes that's all you've got. After what happened on the moon, maybe that's all I've got. Thanks for helping me like this, the man states with a slight tremble, having been locked away by an Asian Union rebel outfit for almost a month now. None are in order. It's my job. I'm on these missions to evaluate and tend to the extraction targets, the field medic relates emotionlessly. There. That ought to keep you in one piece until we can get you to a hospital, she pronounces, giving her bandage job a final, controlled tug and finding it satisfactory. Yes, but why did you come back for me? The POW asks in a sluggish English accent, referring to when he was shot from behind as his escape with Juli's team was discovered. You nearly took a hit from me. Juli glances at her burned right shoulder, but disregards it. With all the things I've seen these last couple of months, I value human life more than ever. I won't give up on anyone. You're one devil of a lifesaver, Mom. I have to say, never met a lady quite like you before. I usually get that kind of statement out of irritation. I suppose you witness something a little different each day, though.